Hello everyone and welcome to another video. There were many memorable king hunts in chess, but this one with George Allen Thomas, once a English world champion, and Edward Lasker, a German chess champion once in his life, went together and played this very amazing game. And it's called a king hunt for a reason. Lasker sacrifices a lot of material, and it ends in such a beautiful manner. So the game started with d4, e6, generally a solid approach to d4. And then we have knight f3, f5. It's a dubious choice by George Allen Thomas.
Wait. I will say that e6 allows transposition into the French defense.
Yeah, true.
With e4. So you have to be prepared in the French if you're going to play this e6 against d4, which is why I would argue that d4 is better than e4 because
d5 you mean?
Because Stockfish's recommended move against d4 is e6, where white can force transposition into the French.
Well, being me and a French defense player, I like that. Like, they play d4, you're like, ugh, I don't like playing against c4 and stuff like that. And then they show their true colors with e4, and I'm like, yes, well, they do an advanced variation, d5, e5, and all my dreams are coming true.
We're getting off topic.
Okay, yeah. So we have knight f3, f5.
I would personally just go for the e4 or c4, but okay, yeah.
Instead of f5, I think d5 would have been stronger, personally.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have f5.
But he seems to want to play the Dutch. But I don't like this move, knight c3. It's quite a dubious move.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the Masters database, it isn't very strong.
Yeah, exactly.
However, it does fight for the e4 square.
Yeah.
But it
blocks c4
from being played, which is something you normally want to do in most queens pawn positions.
Yeah, exactly. So we have knight c3, knight f6, bishop g5, and then bishop e7. Not a mistake, but it feels slightly passive.
Yes, here I would...
bishop b4?
Here I would play bishop to... after bishop to e7. According to the Masters database, most masters would play bishop takes f6, because after the bishop or pawn takes back, you'll be able to strike in the center e4, which is why I'm presuming you wanted to play knight c3 in the first place.
Also, instead of bishop e7, bishop b4 looks amazing with the continuation e3, b6, bishop d3, bishop b7 castles.
This does quite well in the Masters database, with both players having played it
as black one,
as black one.
So there's only 2 games in the database, so
but still.
Yeah, still. It's a comfortable position. I would even consider going c5. Not sure if it's good or not with this kind of pawn structure, but it does look appealing in some positions. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we have bishop e7. Then we have bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, e4, striking in the center. We have f takes e4, knight takes e4, b6. And in accuracy...
We suddenly got a spike in the Masters games, because Masters would normally place the knight on d2.
It's a transposition.
The knight could have come from d2 in this position.
Interesting.
With the knight on e4 having come from either c3 or d2.
Yeah.
Which means that it's much more popular for the top players, and it scores quite well in the Masters database.
Yeah, now this position's looking comfortable for white. So we have b6, knight e5, castles, bishop d3, and development just continues. You could argue white's knights might look a bit artificial, but it's a comfortable position and playable on both sides. Bishop takes e5 is strong here for black.
Maybe black could argue with during this move that after bishop takes e5, the pawn could recapture.
And it's a bit... Yeah, because f4 won't be as
white
easy.
Would have an overextended pawn after recaptures, but I don't think that black wanted to give up the bishop pair, as these people were quite aggressive, and bishops are quite aggressive pieces.
Okay, yeah. So development continues. We have bishop d3. Bishop takes e5 is strong because the e5 pawn is very weak. It could be picked off with knight c6, but George Allen Thomas doesn't choose that. Instead, we have bishop b7, queen h5, going for the attack, and then the big blunder of this game.
Yeah. Also, this move might seem like it does nothing, which Mr. Thomas must have clearly thought.
Like
as
artificial attack.
Looks like quite a natural developing move that questions the queen's placement on h5, but it's actually the losing blunder.
Exactly.
Because
the king side isn't actually defended.
Unleash the attack like a maniac with, as you can see, they have 3 pieces attacking the king, and 3 is normally the magic number, meaning that white can...
Because you only need 2 to mate. You only need 2 to mate. Okay.
No, but 3 is normally like the magic number for mating attacks. So king takes h7, the only move, and knight takes f6, double check.
So here, hold on. I want to pause on this. There's one forced move here. Because if king h8 going back to safety, knight g6 is
knight
a beautiful
to g6 would be checkmate, and it would just win back material with
when we kill the king, we don't care about the material. Anyways,
but even if it didn't, it would win back material.
So king h6 is forced. Now we have knight g to e4. Now
we need to keep the attack on the board, and now that the king is forced to g5, it means that we have even more attackers than 3, because now the pawns join the party with h4.
And the king's trapped. It can't go back.
That this variation is quite forcing. Black had a bunch of only moves. Only move, king takes h7. Only move, king h6.
Only move,
king g5.
After h4.
Only move, king f5.
g3.
And now another forcing move, g3.
King f3.
Only move, king f6, I believe.
King f3.
Yeah, only move. And then another
bishop e2.
Forcing move, bishop to e2.
Only move.
King g2. And
rook h2.
Like with every move, with every rank that the king comes into the board, there's a higher likelihood that the king is going to be checkmated. So with this many pieces on the board,
this has to be mate.
2, 3, 4, and potentially even 5 with the rook on a1. As you'll see, this king's just dead on the second range.
Okay,
so we have a mate in 2. So pause the video and find the nicest mate here.
The best one. And I'll tell you, it wasn't played in the game. Okay. No, Ryan, the best one. Well, I'll cover that in the video. I'll cover that. Okay, so we have rook h2 check.
H2, the best move. And after
king g1. Wait, Ryan. The king is on the last row. It started on the 8th rank. But now it's on the first.
Maybe your teachers taught you that opposition is good, but not here, not in the middle game.
This isn't even...
Opposition is not good for black. But here, white makes a massive blunder. White could have played castles checkmate.
Castles checkmate, twice in a lifetime. Exactly.
A once in a lifetime mate. Checkmating with castles.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
But Lasker just king d2.
Massive blunder. King to d2 checkmate.
Exactly.
A massive blunder.
It's still mate, but why would you do king d2 when you can do king side castle?
Why wouldn't you castle checkmate?
It's just...
That's the only
What does the computer recommend?
Yeah.
King d2, what?
Yeah, computers are dumb.
Yeah, this needs to be fixed. Okay, well, I think that's the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed this king hunt.
This was quite a good game.
Yeah.
The only things that I have, the only thing I wouldn't give white praise on during this game is the fact that they played this knight to c3 variation.
Yeah.
Preventing c4.
It doesn't seem too good.
And the fact that they played king to d2 checkmate.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. Other than that, Lasker played brilliantly. And, you can imagine why this is a very memorable game. So hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.